The action RPG. These games tend to have amazing stories, great characters to interact with, a world that's beautiful to traverse, and at the core of it all is its battle system, and this can range in different styles depending on what game you are playing. And in today's video, we're going to be going over 7 action RPGs that you need to add to your Steam library. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. As always, got your cool timestamps down below, so if you want to skip to a certain game in this video, feel free to do so. All I ask is you to support the channel, hit the like button, and if you want to stick around for some more RPG content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And I'm interested to hear your opinions on these titles in the comments section as well. Now, the good thing about this list in particular is that you can get every single one of these games from our partners at Instant Gaming. Now, Instant Gaming offers Steam games at incredible prices, whether it's a game on this list or maybe there is a game you're eyeing up coming out soon, or you want to go back and play the classics. Instant Gaming has it all, so use the links down below in the description. Not only that, we currently have a giveaway, so you can choose any game on the website. All you've got to do is participate by using the link down below. Not only will you be helping out the channel, but you'll also be saving money, so happy shopping. And now let's get into the list. So we're starting off with a game that's recently come to PC, and it was critically acclaimed on the PlayStation 5, getting rave reviews across the board. It's a must play. We're talking about Stellar Blade. The future of humanity is balanced on the edge of a blade. Ravaged by strange powerful creatures, Earth has been abandoned, and what is left of the decimated human race has fled to a colony in outer space. After traveling from the colony, Eve arrives on the desolate remains of our planet with a clear-cut mission to save humankind and reclaim Earth from the Naytiba, the malevolent force that has devastated it. But as Eve tackles the Naytiba one by one, piecing together the mysteries of the past in the ruins of human civilization, she realizes her mission is far from straightforward. In fact, almost nothing as it seems. So this game, you can see, visually looks incredible. We've got a great story to set us off, but I think the thing that wins it over is its combat. Its approach to combat is fantastic. The things you can do, the things you can parry, and all of the enemies you can go against, it's absolutely crazy. There's so many unique enemy designs you can see here, and you probably can pull off some pretty damn impressive stuff. A lot of people might consider this a Souls-like, but it definitely has its action RPG elements. Heck, I even think that the developer Shift Up has explained this, that yeah, this is an action RPG because you are in control of your character. You decide what you want to put stats into and everything else in between. This is looking like a must-play title, and you can pick it up for up to 29% off on Instant Gaming. You can expect around 21 hours of gameplay here, and if you're a completionist, you've got around 55 hours to enjoy this Stellar Blade experience. Now, I certainly have a soft spot for the Tales series. I came pretty late to the party when it comes to the Tales of games. I started off with Exilia, but the Tales of game I'm speaking about is one I think is the most accessible for newcomers, and one that has been praised by longtime fans of the series, and that's Tales of Arise. First of all, I gotta point out the way the game looks. I really like the art style of this, and the world was a pleasure to explore. The characters, the mystery of the story as you go along, and then of course the combat. This is classic Tales at its best, coming up with strategies and just overall having a great time. I do enjoy traversing the world of Tales of Arise, and I even like the little skits. Yes, they're a little bit different to past Tales games, but it certainly conveys the story pretty well and gets you to know the characters that little bit better. There's many things to collect and many side quests to do, upgrading weapons. Everything you expect from a Tales game is here, and it's definitely a Tales game to enjoy. Now, you can grab the normal version for up to 80% off, or if you want to get the game and the Beyond the Dawn expansion, you can get up to 55% off here. There is a lot of gameplay for you in this one, over 40 hours of just mainline content, and if you want to get everything done, you've got over 70 hours of content, so a lot here with Tales of Arise. Much like the Tales series, I have a soft spot for the Star Ocean games. I started back with Till the End of the Time on the PlayStation 2, played every one since, yes, even 6, but I've gotta say, one of my favorites has gotta be the remake of Star Ocean 2. Yes, Star Ocean, the second story R. This is a beautiful looking title with that HD 2D aesthetic, but not quite. It just presents itself really well. Traversing the world map is fantastic. I always like games with the world map, but what really surprised me was the story, the replay value, and above all that, the combat system. Yes, it's a 2D game at heart, but the amount of things you can do in the combat is absolutely incredible. There's many party members you can recruit to your merry band of characters, and there's lots of ways to tackle combat, and combat can be quite challenging. If there's one game I want you to at least try in this list, it's gotta be Star Ocean, the second story R. Because of all the new bells and whistles it included with its remake, it's definitely worth your time. You can grab this for up to 43% off, and you've got about 25 hours worth of game time here, but if you're a completionist, you've got over 60 hours to enjoy what Star Ocean, the second story R, has to offer. Now, this game is the only game that I've played in the series. I've never really dabbled into any of its sequels or the games that came before it, but this one definitely resonated with me. I loved how fast-paced it was. I liked the premise of being lost on an island and building up a base and then going out further and discovering the mysteries of the island. And it's one of those games that you don't need to play the prior games. I guess you get a little bit of insider information if you have played the previous titles, but the game I'm talking about is Ys 8, and this game is definitely just a fun game to play. Its combat system is just fast, ferocious. You can change characters in an instant. There's so many abilities, so easy to pick up and play and just have a good time with. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention its soundtrack, because its soundtrack is pretty damn kick-ass and it keeps you going throughout the game, and it's a good time all around. You can pick this up for 55% off using the link down below, and you've got up to 37 hours of content here, and if you're a completionist, you've got over 70 hours of content. Definitely a fun one with me if you like having a base of operations that changes over time when you find more people on the island. There's a lot to this game and it's very enjoyable. This is another game I've covered on the channel, and I very much enjoyed it from when I first got to play its demo to its final release and then getting its platinum trophy on PlayStation. I'm talking about Visions of Mana, the latest entry in the Mana series. It was so nice to see the Mana series actually get another entry. This is the first one in quite some time following the remake of Trials of Mana. But Visions of Mana is a Mana game that is revolving around the sacred sword of Mana. You play as the protagonist Val and his childhood friend Hina, the newly appointed Arm of Fire, to set off a journey to the Mana Tree. And when it comes to Mana games, that's all you really need to know. There is very many trials and tribulations along the way, and again, there is a beautiful world to explore, side quests to do, characters to meet, towns to visit, shops to buy stuff from, things to collect, things to find, and then we have the combat system. And what I love about this combat system when it comes to Visions of Mana is its kind of job system. So as you collect elements throughout the game, you unlock a new job, and this is different for each character. You can mix and match, you can change in the middle of battle, it changes your fighting style and the abilities that you have. It is one of those games that has so much to its combat that you have time to come up with strategy or mix and match and see what's best for you, and that's what I really enjoyed about this game. You can grab it using the link below for up to 36% off. You've got just under 30 hours of gameplay here, and if you want to do everything that Visions of Mana has to offer, you've got up to 55 hours of content, and this is another one on the list that's definitely worth your time. Now this game, you know what it is. I'm really happy to talk about this, and I'll gush about it till the end of time because it is what I think is one of the best Final Fantasies of recent time, and I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Following the climactic ending of the first game in the remake series, Rebirth takes it to a brand new level with a massive world to explore, many characters to meet, familiar locations to visit if you are a player of the original Final Fantasy, and some say there might be a little bit too much content in this one, but it was definitely enough for me to keep me eating and enjoying what it had to offer. But I think the most praised thing about Rebirth is its combat system. It built up upon what it offered in Remake with new characters, new abilities, new synergies, and everything else in between for a really good time. And then on PC, what I've not mentioned with a lot of these games is that you can mod these games, and there is a lot of mods for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Honestly, it's a great time, and I really suggest you give it a go. You can pick it up for up to 46% off, and if you're someone that hasn't played Remake, they also do a twin pack for both Remake and Rebirth. You can get that for up to 42% off, and then you have two great experiences and you're ready for part 3. Now when it comes to Rebirth and its playtime, just a normal playthrough, you're looking at just under 50 hours. But if you want to do everything that Rebirth has to offer, you've got up to 160 hours of content. Now, I really wanted to put the first game on this list, but I don't know if it falls under the action RPG category or if it's more like a turn-based RPG with action elements. But I'm going to put the second game on and mention the first one as well. And I'm talking about Ni no Kuni. The first game really revitalized the JRPG for me because it came out in a desperate time during the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era. And then years later, we got its sequel, taking it to a new level and surprising us with action RPG content. I love the art style of Ni no Kuni. I love the story. I love the fact that we have a world map to traverse along with vehicles. And Ni no Kuni 2 in particular offers that action RPG combat, much like games like Visions of Mana and the Tales of series. It's very fast, snappy, weapons to collect, upgrades, stats to invest in, and higgledies as well to help you out and really mix up combat. It's kind of a collectible entity that will offer layers of strategy to Ni no Kuni 2, and it's just an overall good time. Now with Ni no Kuni 2, you can pick this up for up to 87% off, and this is the Prince Edition that comes with a couple of extras DLC to keep you going. You'll have up to 38 hours of content here, and if you want to do everything Ni no Kuni 2 has to offer, you've got up to 90 hours of content. And I'll also shout out the first Ni no Kuni because I think it's a game you have to play. It's not necessary to play Ni no Kuni 2, but it's also up on Instant Gaming at a great price. You've got plenty of game time to keep you going as well. So there we have it. 7 action RPGs. Are there any that I missed? Don't forget you can pick up every single one of these using the links down below thanks to Instant Gaming. So if you want to own these or add these to your library, go do it now. Again, leave suggestions out there for the ones that might not be on this list or action RPGs that you want to suggest to other people. And if you already have these games on Instant Gaming, then just go and have a look and see if there's anything else that might tickle your fancy. I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.